How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Can I ask what you're doing, please?
Well, are you a police officer?
I am.
Okay, if you can identify yourself properly for me, then.
There you go, sir.
And your shoulder number.
That's my ID there.
Yep, I've asked for your shoulder number
You
as
won't need
well.
the shoulder number. If you need to contact the police about me, you can do.
Okay, so what was your name? Sorry.
You can see the name was Wilden. It's already on
Wilden,
the camera.
thank you very much.
What's the reason you actually record in the station back gates?
Because I want to, and it's for public interest.
Can I see what you've been recording, please?
No, you may not.
I'm entitled to see what you're...
No, you are not
Yes,
entitled. No, what are your grounds for asking? Okay, and for you to actually see, okay, where is your court order?
Don't need a court order,
Yes,
sir.
you do.
Don't need a court order, sir.
Yes, you do.
You are recording the gates at the back,
And?
which I believe is
Am I
possible.
breaking any law?
You could be, sir, because I'd
Am
like
I
to say to you,
breaking any law?
You could be, sir.
Am I breaking any law?
Sir.
Not I could be. The question is,
Yes, you
am
could
I
be.
breaking a
Depends
law?
on what you're recording.
No.
And the reason
I
you're
can film.
recording
I
for.
can film whatever I can see from
You
public.
can, sir, yes.
Right, there you go. Okay, it's a public building.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so there you go. I'm breaking no law and I'm committing no crime.
Okay.
So for you to actually say, can you have a look at what I've got? Okay.
Yes, sir, it is.
Right.
On the Terrorism Act, I want to be looking
So,
at that.
so
see
what
whether
part
or
of the
not-
Terrorism Act then? What part of the Terrorism Act?
Sir, are we going to be looking at the...
What part of the Terrorism Act?
Okay. Stand by 1 second.
I'm actually asking you, what part of the Terrorism Act are you saying?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. So, no,
Not in
don't
the
put
face,
your hand
not
up to
in the
me.
face.
No, I walked away. I moved.
Yes.
I
Yes.
moved. You came
Can't
towards
turn
me.
around 'cause you're walking
okay?
behind me.
No,
Okay?
I moved
Stop,
away
like I said,
from
I'll
you.
move away from yourself.
Okay, I moved away from you.
Give me a second.
Okay, I don't need to give you a second at all. Okay, so there you go, guys. Okay, so you got this guy here that's tried to come out. Okay, tried to say that he wants to look at my actual phone, right, and is now trying to actually use the actual Terrorism Act. Okay, so he hasn't told me what section of the Terrorism Act or anything. Okay, he's just gone straight in for the Terrorism Act and he's not given me anything at all. Okay, so he's not quoted any actual section of it. He's just saying, yes, okay, this is what it is. So, what an absolute joke. Okay, how can he just approach a member of the public, demand to look at his phone, and then say about terrorism? Okay, absolute joke. These are people, and this individual here, okay, that completely abuse section 43 and section 50, section 5, section 4A and all the rest of them. Absolute disgrace this guy is. Okay, to demand that he wants to look at my phone, okay, and then to try and say about terrorists. Okay, what an absolute joker. Absolute joker. Okay, to come out, okay, with crap like that. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. So, but outright, okay, so he comes storming out, okay, literally wants to look at my camera. He's got no right to look at my camera, and then to say about terrorists, okay, wow. I think you may need some retraining, you do. You need some serious retraining. No, this can't come out. He's demanded to look at my phone, and then he's saying about terrorists.
Police officer.
Okay.
Police officer, yeah.
Where you come from?
I'm not telling you that. Where do you come from?
Well, you're very observant then, aren't you? Or do you normally just pick on members of the public doing a lawful activity?
Is it because you live here in the street, or...?
No, he's a copper. He came out.
Oh, right.
He came out. Yeah, yeah. He demanded that he actually see my camera, and then he said about terror, then he said about he's calling someone.
Oh. Well, we're not terrorists.
Right. And then he tried, and he put his hand up across in front of the phone as well. Absolute joker. Absolute clown. He seriously needs retraining. He shouldn't be dealing with members of the public.
I just said I walk round there and it's just... turns into a dirt track and then round the back of these
Okay.
houses. So it's just walls and pretty quiet, not on a vibe.
Well, what a massive difference, okay, that this one is compared to the other two.
Yeah.
Okay, really nice interactions, really great conversations with the officers.
Yeah.
And then you get a turd that comes down, right, and thinks that he can just command to look at my actual camera.
Not while we're filming in public.
Exactly. Absolute turd to think he can demand that.
Just looking at those bins, they're quite full, aren't they? With the fire hazard, I'd say. Will it take a walk round to reception or not? I'll just stay here for a minute.
Well, according to him, Gabe calling some other people.
Why would they come out and
Oh,
time dealing with
it's first words.
illegal
Okay,
activity?
literally, all what he wanted to do was look at my camera. Okay? And he has no legal right to do so. And that's then when he tried to say about terrorism. Okay, and about he could do it under that.
That's happening all the time, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Terrorism.
yeah. But it's jokers like this. Well, he must be trying to get hold of counter-terrorism. One of the biggest embarrassments to our police force. Absolute embarrassment. Okay.
To be honest, full of it.
Oh yeah, he is full of it.
We're talking about something about tomorrow morning then.
No, but he's already called someone. Yeah, he's called people. He's called people. Dino, you should see him. Guys, just so you know, if you look, I am actually with Deanology. Okay, that's quite a big close-up with his face. Sorry guys, I was actually over there. No, Dino, he
Don't want to be looking at that.
He came out, right, and at first I said to him, are you a police officer? He pulled out his warrant card, I asked him for his shoulder number, he didn't give me his shoulder number, but he did show his actual warrant card. And then, first thing he then said to me, give me a look at your phone. Well, he needs a warrant to do that. Okay. And then he was telling me about delete it, so no, did he say delete? No, he didn't say delete it. He didn't say delete it. He didn't say delete it. Okay. And then he was just saying that filming the gates, blah blah blah. Okay. And then I knew let me deal with this easily.
Evening, guys.
Evening, how are you? You alright?
Yeah, not bad.
First of all,
Sorry,
could you...
would just stepping back so
No, I'm on the...
Yeah, no, I'm just I'm not stood right in your face.
Can you ID yourself, please, officer?
There you go.
1430, thank you very much, sir.
So, just coming in to ask you guys, is there any particular reason why you're standing at the back gate filming the police
It's a
station?
public building.
No, I understand that.
Yep.
So it's just not particularly.
And
they're recording the back
you
gate.
may not find it interesting, but members of the public do.
Okay, so
Okay, so I'm committing no crime and I'm breaking no law and
I
I'm doing a
understand
completely
that,
lawful
so-
activity.
I understand that, but so the fact that you asked to do it at a back gate is just not a particularly normal thing to do.
Well,
So just
for
coming
you
from
it's not a
work,
normal
yeah.
thing. For you it's not a normal thing.
Oh, granted, but so I've worked
Okay.
at this station for about a month now, and this is the first time I've ever known this to happen. So
So-
I'll say that's still a little bit unusual. If this
Well,
is the one time in a month I've
for
noticed
you
this
maybe.
happen.
For you maybe.
Okay. So
Okay.
is there any particular purpose for which you're here?
For public interest.
Interest, yeah.
Okay.
Public interests, personal interests.
All right. Public and personal.
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, this police station. There's not people running out of it 24 hours a day. So
It makes no difference. Whether or not they're in and out 24 hours a day, it's still a public building, and whether or not you were here or not, I still would have just filmed. Okay, which is my right to do so.
Just done that and been off.
Okay,
Right, that's fair.
I don't like when an officer comes out to me, right, and the first thing he says is give me a look at your phone. Okay, second thing is to threaten me with terrorism.
Firstly, you guys are recording me. I'm recording. So
Yep.
no, I haven't done that.
No, I know you haven't. No, I didn't say you. I said someone else. Okay, and that's what it was. Okay.
Right,
So,
okay.
and he had a real bad attitude. Your approach so far, okay, has been quite cool. And thanks for telling us that you're filming. I do appreciate that.
So,
Okay.
so
Afternoon. So, how are you?
I understand perfectly well that you're allowed to film the building, but I'm sure you can probably appreciate as well, like I've explained, it's not something that happens every day. So when people do notice that there's somebody filming the rear yard at a police station, there is noticeably going to be some questions that we want to come out and ask.
And that's fine. And I've got no problem with questions, but then what I do have a problem with is when I have an officer that comes out to me, demands to look at my phone, and then tries to actually use the Terrorism Act.
Okay. So
Okay,
obviously-
and as I said, that wasn't yourself, okay, and so far you've been really respectful, but his approach and what he done, okay, he has a serious problem, okay, and he should never approach a member of the public in that manner.
so-
Never.
So I can't speak.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself for me,
can't
if
speak
you don't
for
mind?
other officers, unfortunately.
PC diary, show number 185.
PC, sorry?
Doherty.
Doherty.
Yeah.
And
1854.
1854, thank
What
you.
it is a member of the public seen you filming outside and came into the police
I
station.
can't stop. I'd be
Well, I
they-
disagree with that.
they'd raised
I disagree with that because I had been here for all of 6 seconds on my clock. Okay, as I came from there to here, that okay.
The gentleman that was actually telling me, yeah, I was actually talking to him first before I actually came to
Well,
you.
he's a copper.
Yeah.
He's a copper. He already produced his warrant card.
Okay.
Okay, so he's not a member of the public.
Okay.
So let's verify that. Okay,
Well,
and he
he
didn't
didn't
walk
ident-
into
he didn't
reception.
identify
He
himself.
made a phone call.
He did not identify himself to me as a
Okay.
police officer.
Yep, he actually called it in. He didn't walk into the police station, so that is a complete lie and a complete fabrication of the truth. Yes,
All I
it
know
is.
He
He did not walk in the police station.
did not identify himself to me
I'm going to
as a police
decline on
officer.
that.
Okay. Well, either way, he is an officer.
Okay,
Okay.
fair enough.
And
You say
he
that,
came
sir.
out of
I'm
that
not
gate
dispute.
right there.
I will come down.
He came out of that gate there. So
I'll
don't
come
tell
back
me
that
that
way,
he
sir.
walked in. Yeah,
I
but
came
don't
back
tell
that
me
way,
that
sir.
he
Did I
walked
come
into
back
the.
this back gate?
Yeah, but you told me he walked into the police station. Okay. He did not walk into the police station. He came out of there, and he's been here since you came along. Okay. So do not make a fabrication. Okay, of saying that he walked into the actual station.
All I've been told is the member of the public said that. I've come round there, he's seen it, and he didn't identify himself as a police officer. He basically told me what was going on
Yeah,
here.
but you just outright lied.
Backyard of the police
You just
station.
outright lied.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said that he walked into the police station. He did not walk into the police
I think
station.
the last time you was filming was outside JP custody.
Who's what JP custody?
Is that latent custody sense?
Latent custody.
Boreham Avenue. So, if you so
Leighton
that's the
Leighton
address.
Avenue.
So Boreham Avenue.
Boreham? No, I haven't been to Boreham.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So, like as you guys well know, so you're within your rights to stand here and film if you want. So
Yeah.
as long as you stay off the footpath, off the road, sorry, which you are, and as long as you're not putting yourself
Right.
or anybody else.
Can,
at
can
harm's
I
way.
can I ask you a quick question?
Of course you can.
Okay. Is so far you're the only one that's been really straight, okay, and really truthful. Okay, you are the only one. Okay. The other one was really aggressive, really rude. Okay. This officer that you're actually with here, okay, just outright lied to me to my face, okay, by telling me that that guy walked into the police station, okay, and actually called him out. No, he came out of that gate and he's been here ever since, okay. So that is a complete fabrication and a complete and utter bullshit lie.
Okay.
Right? And that, okay, you can't be doing that to members of the public, and it's not right. And as I said, that's why I thought I'd actually bring it to you, because you're the only one that's been straight talking so far, okay, and not actually made anything up. And I don't understand why other officers can't be the exact same as yourself, okay, where you've been straightforward, okay, you've been very professional, very polite.
So, again, so there's no, like, I can't justify any other officer's actions because, like I said to this gentleman here, who I assume you know and is potentially your friend, so if I do that, it's essentially like me coming up to you and asking you to justify his actions that you might not be aware of. There's no point in me trying to guess as to why an officer's done what they've done or said what they've said. So everything that we've done so far has been recorded.
Yeah, but you can't make lies up.
I mean, it will be on camera anyway.
Yeah. So it's going to be on both your cameras. Yeah. It's on my camera. It's on my colleague's camera.
Yeah.
So
It's fine.
so everything's been recorded. So as I'm sure you probably well know. So if
We're very aware that,
so
you know,
if you're very much upset with the way that you've been dealt with or spoken to, then there are methods by which you can.
Oh yeah, I know.
You can make complaints.
I know.
So which you're entirely within your rights to do, and obviously everything will have been recorded. So
yeah, sure.
the officer that came out the back gate, he's probably not going to have had a body worn camera.
Oh no, I've got it all on this anyway, so I don't.
You've got the footage yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So I've dealt with people at police stations before, filming police stations. Some other officers haven't. So they might not be entirely aware of, but they might not be entirely aware of the legality of it or such like, which.
There was a memo what went out a couple of years ago to all officers mentioning guys who were filming outside.
From the
a public
MPCC.
place. You know, it's basically your approach should be professional. You know, get close to the public, as in relationship, things like that. Doing nothing illegal.
I completely get that, but
Yeah.
as I'm sure you guys probably well know, the amount of memos that get sent out about things that officers have to be aware of on a regular basis is. So we get about 15 different circulations a day, and these things change on a regular basis.
Yeah, but regardless to whatever the memos are, okay, there are certain laws that are laws, okay, that very seldom change, very seldom get altered,
Yeah.
okay, and at the end of the day, right, doing a completely lawful activity in a public place, right, no law has been committed, no law has actually been committed, and nothing's been broken at all. Okay, so very simply, okay, when a member of the public is approached, this is what it comes down to. Right now, I understand that you
just give me
guys.
1 second, I am going to listen. Martin, do you just want to call up and tell anyone else coming that they can cancel? So there's not.
Okay, so when you actually look, okay, there's always a good approach, okay, in the way that you actually deal with a member of the public. Now, I understand you do have your concerns, and that's fine. Okay, and if you didn't approach, okay, you wouldn't be doing your job properly. Okay, and that's perfectly fine, and we get that. But then you've also then got to understand it, okay, as a public service, right, you have an obligation to the public, okay, and the biggest problem is when you actually have officers like the first one and like your colleague here, okay, that actually lie and actually try and intimidate members of the public in the way that they did, okay.
Sorry, Martin, you just want to go?
No, you actually lied.
Stand out.
I wasn't intimidating.
No, I didn't say you being intimidating. Okay, it was your other colleague. Okay, yeah, but you lied that you said out your own mouth he walked into the nick. Okay, you said that he walked in.
I didn't state him. Did I state
Okay.
him? No, I did not say him. I've just been informed. And also, so I did not come up by the back gate. I left by the front entrance.
Okay.
So either stand behind me or just stand on the pavement, mate, so you're not stood in the road, because I've asked these guys not to stand in the road.
So when you actually look at it,
No, I understand that.
So back to what I was saying. So when you actually look, this is another reason why we actually do what we do. Okay, it's about also holding the police that are accountable for their own actions. Okay, but they're there to uphold the law. Okay, now for yourself, as I said, you've been very polite, very professional, and it's been very good. Okay, but the problem is when you actually have officers that try and abuse powers and break the law themselves, right, them being held accountable. Right,
Okay.
It should be a nice interaction, exactly as it is now. Right, and honestly, as I said, right, for you, I can't. There's not a single fault. Okay, as I said, you've been very good. Okay, but I don't appreciate the way in which I was approached and the manner. Now I know you weren't here, okay, and that'll be taken further because you shouldn't be doing that to members of the public. You should not be doing that. And I know you can't answer for him.
You know, ask us questions like you have, similar approach, nice and relaxed. You know, saying you guys are doing nothing wrong. It looks a bit unusual, fair play, but you know, there's no antagonising from us, no aggression. It's good to talk to the police.
I understand that, and I appreciate the way that you've spoken to me as well. So,
it's what it's about, public relations, and
So
there is a widening gap, you see, between the police and the public.
As I said,
It's nice to have good
and
interaction.
I'm quite sure, I don't know if you've already said it, but it's not just about showing things that go wrong. Now, I've been to many other stations, and I've had so many great interactions, okay? I've even been invited in for tea and blah 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 and other stuff, right? And this is the whole thing, okay? It's about showing people that there are good officers out there, but then there are some, okay, that do try and abuse their position. Okay, so regardless, okay, it's about showing both sides, and this is what they will definitely get from this video, is they're going to see how bad somebody was, and then how professional and how good you've been, and that is what people need to see, that bad officer, okay, put you guys in a bad light, but for you on the flip side, it's the opposite way, and I hope that the good actually shows a lot more than what the bad does, and that's how it should be.
I appreciate that. So I do. So rather than me stand out here and continue to go around at you guys, so I'm happy that you guys are going to carry on doing what you're doing. Yep. So I'd ask you, like I asked this gentleman here, so you don't have to, obviously. I'll just ask if you wouldn't mind providing your name, your date of birth.
I will decline on that.
That's absolutely fine.
No problem.
So I would ask as well if you wouldn't mind telling me just roughly how much longer you're planning to be
I couldn't
here.
tell you. Couldn't tell you.
Sure, yeah.
Couldn't tell you. Could be here for half hour. Could be here till midnight. Couldn't tell you.
So that's just so that I can let them know.
Yeah.
So that if somebody else comes into work and sees you here, they don't come over and have to keep pestering you and asking you the same question.
Yeah. No, I couldn't tell you, and that's fine. That's fair play.
So that's absolutely fine.
No problem. Okay. Can I say thank you very much for your time? I really appreciate it. And do have a lovely evening.
You guys,
okay. And do have a good shift.
Thanks very much.
All right. No worries.
Cheers.
Take care.
Take care.
So what a massive difference.
Has a friend already spoken to you?
Pardon?
Has a colleague already spoken to you?
One of your colleagues have come out, yeah.
Okay. How long are you going to be here for?
That's irrelevant.
Okay.
First of all, could you identify yourself properly for me, please?
No, don't have to.
Yes, you do.
I mean, don't.
Yes, you do.
Why?
You have 3 forms of identification
Okay.
when you address a member of the public. Okay, I've asked you to identify properly. Okay, and ever since Wayne Cousins and what came in even by the actual Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police actually said, regardless in uniform or not in uniform, you are meant to identify when requested by a member of the public.
Okay. Are you a member of the public?
I am, yes. That's why I'm asking you to identify properly, sir.
Alright, well, my name is Constable Audit. My short number is 3361, and my warrant card is here. Funny enough, I've just come out of Top Puddle Police Station as well.
And are you attached to this station here?
Yes.
No worries, thank you very much.
Is this a hobby? Or a job?
That's irrelevant.
I'm just asking and making
Yeah, I know,
conversation.
and I'm just saying it is irrelevant.
Why is it irrelevant?
Because that's something I don't have to disclose.
I'm just asking, is it
Yeah, I know,
irrelevant?
and I'm just saying to you that's something that I don't have to disclose.
So it is a hobby then?
I did
You
not
don't get
say
any
that.
payment for this?
I did not say that.
And that's what you assume.
Well, what you assume and what actually is are 2 different things.
But it is a hobby.
No, that's what you're saying.
But you're not saying it's not.
I didn't say it is or it isn't.
Okay. So it's a job.
I didn't say it was or it wasn't.
Well, it's one of either. It's either one, isn't it?
Well, it's irrelevant
Why is it irrelevant?
because that's my personal business.
Okay.
That's not yours. That's my personal business.
All right, I'm just asking though, because if you want to film police officers coming in and out, and you're using a camera, I would assume that's your job.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Okay, that all
Where's
depends.
the footage going to go?
That's irrelevant.
Okay. Are you going to get any commercial value from the footage?
It's irrelevant.
There's lots of things that are relevant today, isn't there?
There are, yes. You shouldn't ask questions that are actually prying into my private life.
Well, I'm not proud. You're
Yes, you are.
on a public road.
Exactly.
You're on a public road. Sorry, you're on a public road and you're filming police officers. So
Yep.
therefore, I'd probably
Yep.
safely say that you're either filming for commercial purpose,
And is there
or this is a hobby.
and is there anything wrong with that?
I'm just curious about, well, if it's for commercial purposes, I'd like to see a press back, please.
Okay. It's irrelevant.
But if it's for a commercial purpose, I need to see a press.
I didn't say it was.
So it's a hobby then?
I didn't say it was.
Well, it's going to be one of either, isn't it?
I don't have to
What
disclose
do you get
any
your
of my
kicks off from
I don't
police
have to
officers?
disclose any of my personal information. My personal information is my personal information.
All right.
So what I do...
I haven't asked anything personal.
Yeah, no,
I'm just...
but, no, you have, okay? You're trying to pry into what I'm actually doing.
Hi, you're auditing.
Are you an officer?
No. No way. I'm a fan of the auditors.
Yes, yeah,
Oh, that's not
yeah.
trouble.
Well, we're trying to pry into personal information that's
Oh,
completely
you're
irrelevant.
ID now.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't asked for
asked
ID.
him.
He hasn't
Oh,
asked for ID.
I'm not going to either.
Okay.
Oh, so it's
Well,
like
he
they're-
wouldn't be getting it
it's
anyway.
Like they're learning though, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully.
Seems like they're learning.
Hopefully.
Mm.
So. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No?
Then I'd say have a lovely evening.
I'm going to announce this. We'll just stand here and wait with me.
Well, yeah, that's pretty obvious. You got nothing else to do. And that says it all.
Says it all about what, sorry?
Exactly what I said. It says it all.
About what,
That
though?
you've got nothing else to do.
My colleague's put a report on, so I can't do anything without him.
Your
Or
colleague
through
got a report on. Ah, okay.
Nothing about you, unfortunately.
Yeah. Nothing about me. Well, then there's no report then. So then that means then I can actually go in and actually ask for the CAD number and why you actually came out then, if there's a report that's gone
Do you want the
in.
card number?
Yes, please.
Control 228.
And if you could actually write on a bit of paper for me, that'd be great. Thank you.
Gentleman filming outside the back gate at 12 Hollow. Is there a CAD number, please?
Created one and then option and said I confirmed it. But yeah, okay, 5551.
5551, fantastic. Yeah, I shall say thank you. It's alright, I'm with a gentleman now. I'm going to be on YouTube by the end of the night.
Well, that's a presumption.
I mean, where else am I going to be? TikTok?
Well, it's
Instagram,
a
Telegram?
presumption.
Sorry, again, sorry, 20th.
Just remember, don't police by feelings. Police by what you know, not by what you don't know.
We police by consent.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So you watch a few of them then? No, that's cool. Well, it's good to know what our public money goes for, and exactly the way that they actually do see the public.
No, it's a very good thing. It's
Yeah.
what you guys are doing. Because I've learned a lot. Not from it, a lot of people learning from it, and police shouldn't be infringing on people's rights, which is what they've been doing for far too long.
Exactly.
You know, so it's a very, very good thing. It's about time to
Exactly.
be held to account as well.
And as what even came out yesterday, if you look back exactly 30 years to yesterday, okay, and you look at all the police commissioners right the way back past the Paul Condom and all the rest of it, okay, they all go in, say that they're going to get rid of all of the corrupt officers, all the racism, everything. But yet, well, it is now compared to what it was 30 years ago to what it is now. And when you look across the board, the Metropolitan Police are the most racist and covered up, okay, actual organisation out there, and that's been said by independent reports that have all gone in over the past 30 years. And even the new commissioner that's just come in said the exact same thing. We're going to get rid of all of these corrupt officers, but it won't. It will get worse. It will just get worse. And it's like even this officer, when he first came out, completely refused to identify. Reckons he doesn't have to.
They don't even
Reckons he
know
doesn't
their
have
own
to.
policies. That's the thing about
Why did I
it.
have to identify myself? I do
Because you would know you are meant to identify.
Why? Where's that written?
Okay. Where?
Where's that written? Where's
In
that
your,
written?
in your own actual policy, and also on your actual own website. Okay. So if you actually took more attention and you looked at that, then you would understand.
So me coming out full uniform out of the police station doesn't.
Yeah. Well, didn't Wayne Cousins have his full uniform on?
No.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Okay. He
No, he
flashed
didn't.
his warrant card and everything else.
But he
And look what
wasn't
happened to
uniformed,
her.
was
Okay. Yes, he was.
he? Okay.
Okay. And which, if you then look at that, okay, he was reported a couple of years prior, okay, for sexual assaults and everything else. But no, what does the Metropolitan Police do? They cover it up. Okay. They sweep it under the carpet. Okay. When you're part of the biggest gang in the world, that is exactly what happens. It gets swept under the carpet. There's a few good officers out there, and there are a few, right? And they do then have to be highlighted, the good ones. But then when you're coming out and you're addressing a member of the public and they're asking you to identify, and you blatantly turn around and say no, that you don't have to,
Okay.
then there's an issue. Okay, when I'm asking you to identify fully as an officer. Okay, you have 3 forms of identification which you should be given to members of the public.
Okay. And remind me what those 3 forms are?
Okay, number 1, okay, is your actual warrant card.
Okay.
Okay, number 2 is your shoulder number.
Yeah.
Number 3 is the station you're stationed with. Okay,
So why did you ask my surname?
I didn't ask your surname. You pointed to your own surname, not me. So it makes no difference. So, and if you don't know that, then there's a problem, and you may need to look whether or not you're actually in the correct job or not.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I tell you now, there's no way would I want to be left alone with you.
Right.
No way. What, when you wouldn't even identify yourself to who you were?
I came out of a police station. I engaged.
That
with
doesn't mean absolutely
So
anything.
I have to identify myself to every member of public.
When they
I speak
ask
to
you,
and say
yes.
hello.
When they ask you, yes.
Have you ever been to Louisiana, by the way?
That's irrelevant.
Why is it relevant? I'm making conversation.
And I'm telling you that's irrelevant. Whether or not I have or I have not, okay, that is my business.
That's
not yours.
fine. I mean, I'm not making any notes. I'm not writing anything down.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Do you live in East London?
No, I don't actually.
Okay.
I've got family from East London.
Right. Now, me actually asking you that question, now you answered no, okay, but that's your own personal business. I don't care where you live, that's your own personal business. Okay, think about what your actual job is and nothing more.
So this is a hobby then, yeah?
Okay, I didn't say that, you said that.
Well, I didn't even. I said I'm asking you. Is this a hobby?
And do you remember what my answer was to you a while ago?
No.
Yeah,
That's
you do.
remind me.
Yeah, you do. It's irrelevant.
Okay. You use irrelevant a lot, don't you?
So what?
Asking.
So
I do have to ask before I go back inside though.
you don't have to ask anything.
What did you spill down your front?
You don't have to ask anything.
I just thought, ask a personal question.
Yeah. Well, I can ask a personal question.
You can ask
Why
whatever
do
you
you
want.
look-
I'll tell you the answer.
Why with all the stubble do you look so scruffy? Why didn't you tidy it up before coming to work?
Because I've been growing the beard since November last year and had to trim it
Yeah.
down, and I haven't actually done anything with it today. That's why
Okay.
it's a bit scruffy.
Yeah. So
Any
there you
more,
go. Okay.
any more
No,
questions?
as I've already said to you, okay? I already said good evening to you, and you're the one that decided to stand around, so that's entirely up to you.
I thought there'd be a bit more back and forth rather than you just standing there and not doing
No, I was
a lot.
talking to this young lady.
You were?
How
So-
long have you been a police officer?
Almost 9 years.
You don't know your policy and stuff.
Anything else?
I've got nothing else to say to you. Told you that.
Do you want to go get somebody else so you can come out and chat with them?
You can get whoever you want. If you've got a sergeant or an inspector, that'd be cool.
I don't think their time's worth
There,
it. so
there we go.
unfortunately.
Okay. So there's time, and even when the public do actually ask for them, and every member of the public is entitled to actually ask for an inspector or sergeant, okay, when dealing with an actual issue, and everyone is entitled to actually ask
So,
for it.
what issue are we dealing with today then?
No, I didn't say that there was an issue. You asked me if you wanted to get another officer. I said if a sergeant or an inspector was available, then fair enough.
And then I'm asking
Okay.
you, what issue are we dealing
I
with
didn't
today?
say there was an issue.
No, but I'm asking you, if you're filming today, there must be a reason why you're here, isn't it?
Well, it's
Or
irrelevant.
is it on your list? Are you
It's-
just going around London and
It's irrelevant.
tomorrow will be
To,
Forest Hill?
it's irrelevant to what I'm doing and where I'm going.
You know that all these vehicles are available via free movement operation request, yeah?
Oh yeah, I know they are.
Yeah. So why are you filming them?
That's irrelevant.
But why are you filming them?
That's irrelevant.
Why is it irrelevant?
It's irrelevant.
Why is it irrelevant?
I don't need to show you anything.
I mean, I'm just asking. I'm trying to get to what you're filming.
Yeah, and as I've told you, that's irrelevant to why I'm filming. It's in blatant, blunt words. It's none of your business.
Okay. Alright. I just think it's a better hobby
Okay?
to have.
And that is blatant, blunt words, and I can't get no more blatant than that. Okay? It is none of your business.
So just answer me this before I go back.
I don't need to answer anything.
Is it going to be on YouTube?
It's irrelevant.
Is it going to be on BBC?
It's irrelevant.
Am I going to be on Daily Mail?
It's irrelevant.
Am I going to be on Telegram?
It's irrelevant.
Signal?
I don't think I've got anything more to say.
Well, I want to know where I can find the footage. Because it's going to be somewhere, isn't it?
Well, that's what you've said. I haven't said anything.
Well, if today's recognised you from somewhere,
Yeah,
that
doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
And don't speak for this young lady, okay?
I wasn't. I was merely saying, madam. Sorry, madam. Apologies. Have you ever been to Yorkshire? Because I used to work up there as well, so I was wondering if you've been up there to go to the police station up there.
So you've gone from Yorkshire to the biggest corrupt police force in the country.
If that's what you want to assume, yes.
No,
I have.
that's fact.
Is it fact?
Yes, it is.
Why is it fact?
Okay. Look at all the reports, and even with what came out yesterday.
Do you want to know where the best part of this is then? If you're going to go down that route, is I went from South Yorkshire. So read into that what you will.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about Yorkshire police, okay, and the whole situation with Yorkshire police.
Okay. Well, which Yorkshire police? Because there is
Okay.
three.
We're talking about West Yorkshire.
No,
West Yorkshire.
I didn't say where. I
Okay?
said South
I know
Yorkshire.
you did. I know you
Okay.
did.
So what's wrong with West Yorkshire then? Because
Well,
I went
what's
to
right-
university in Leeds, and I quite like Leeds.
Okay.
Well, come on, I don't. What's wrong with West Yorkshire police?
Well, what's right with it first?
Well, I'm asking you what's wrong.
And I'm
first.
asking you what's right first.
They use Peugeots. They're quite environmentally friendly. So what's wrong with West Yorkshire? Have you got any problems with West Yorkshire, madam? Any problems with North Yorkshire?
It's just cold up there.
It's not cold.
really cold in the winter.
It's not cold up there.
I remember years ago when I was young, I used to go out there every Christmas in the snow. Freezing.
Yes. And that was the woman that got the first officer to
You got
come
anyone
out.
nice in North Yorkshire? Nope.
So she freaked out a little bit.
Probably Hood Bay's quite nice in North Yorkshire. So what's wrong with West Yorkshire then? I'm interested now. You've piqued my interest.
Nothing.
You're just going to stand in silence now then?
I'm minding my own business.
But you start a conversation when you go West Yorkshire now, you can stop.
Yeah, and as I said, I'm not going to answer about Yorkshire.
Why not?
I don't need to.
Do you often stop conversations when you just don't finish?
It's exactly what the police do with the public all the time. And I only had a colleague of yours out here just before you. Okay, the exact same thing, okay? Mid-conversation with him, so I should do the same.
Well, I wasn't here with my colleague, was I?
Yeah, no, but that's why I'm saying to you, I'm doing it.
Oh. Okay. So you're going to be as rude as they were then?
No, I'm deciding not to talk, and I'm telling you I'm not going to talk.
Okay.
So if you decide to actually talk anymore, then you'll be talking to yourself.
We do it anyway, so that's fine. Is this good footage? Is this going to make the top 10?
Seems like you're on a wind-up.
No,
You've got
just
nothing
interested.
better to do. No, you're not. You're just on a wind-up.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom why this gentleman's here.
But I'm sure he's already told you. He doesn't want to talk anymore.
No, he hasn't actually.
It's none of
He
your
just said it was
business
irrelevant.
anyway.
Lots of things were irrelevant this afternoon. Oh, excellent. Sir, it's lovely. YouTube, Instagram, Signal. What else is there? What other social media? Huh? Snapchat, whatever. It's lovely to meet you all. My name's PC Hodnett. I am based at Islington. If you ever want to come and talk to me, come and knock. I'm there 6 days out of 10. Thanks, sir. It's lovely to meet you. Have a lovely afternoon.
That's what you call sarcasm, okay?
Sorry?
But then when you then look, okay, that tells you what he's actually like, okay? And that's why just make sure that you don't get a test for him.
What was that, sir? Sorry? You started talking as I walked away, so I thought it was directed at me. Yes, no, maybe. Do you wear the shade sunglasses so you can't look at it, so nobody can look into your eyes? I think the polarization's on as well, because I can just about see them. Alright. Well, today, folks, I've been CN24 late. In fact, no, sorry, too late. I'm going to go to call now because somebody actually needs my help. I'm going to leave in the capable hands of your cameraman and your host. So thank you very much. Cheers, sir. Thank you, man.
And that's what you call again, guys. It's nothing but sarcasm, and you can see how rude people actually are. So that's what you call. Pardon? Who are you?
Sorry?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Well, you stopped me. You asked me.
Yeah, 'cause you're filming my car.
And?
Well, why?
Well, who are you?
Police officer.
Okay, well, identify yourself properly. Okay, you're in plain clothes. If you can produce your warrant card for me.
I don't really want to talk to you.
Well, then don't stop me then. If you're not going to do your job properly and actually produce your identification, yeah, then don't do it. Okay, so this was the guy here that didn't want to identify himself.
I didn't want to identify myself.
Well,
That's my warrant card.
Okay. Okay, and what's your shoulder number?
990.
990. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And are you stationed here at Leeds?
Why are you filming cars?
Are you stationed here at Leeds, yes or no?
Why are you filming cars?
Are you stationed here at Leeds, yes or no?
Why are you filming
Are
cars?
Are you stationed here at Leeds, yes or no? There's 3 forms of identification. I'm asking you for your 3rd form of identification, which is your station that you're stationed at. And if you can't do that, then you haven't identified yourself properly. So, are you stationed here
you're
at
referring
Leeds?
to when you get stopped, sir.
Are you stationed here at Leeds, yes or no?
You're referring to when you get stopped.
Are you stationed here at
You're
Leeds,
just going
yes
to
or
overtalk,
no?
or are you not listening?
Well, I'm asking you a simple question.
I'm asking you a simple question.
Well, I don't have to answer your questions.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, I've identified myself to you
Okay?
and asked
I'm
you why
asking
you're
you.
filming. You're not going to.
I don't need to
You're
tell
just
you what I'm
uploading
filming.
something so you can
I
put it
don't
on the
need. I
internet.
don't need to tell you what I'm doing.
Right.
Okay? You stop me. I ask you to identify yourself. Right?
Yeah, because
you
you're
then had a
filming my
problem.
car. And
No,
I just want to know why you're filming my car.
I'm
coming out of the
filming
police
public
station.
property is what I'm doing.
Okay. So
Okay.
You couldn't just say that straight away then when I
Right?
asked you.
But I don't have to answer anything.
Why not?
Because I don't have to. I've done nothing wrong.
I'm not saying you've done anything
Okay,
wrong. I just
well,
want to know why you're filming my
so
car.
why do
coming
I
out
have to
of the police
answer? Okay, and when I first asked you if you were a police officer, okay, you didn't want to answer that straight away.
station. I said I was. I said
No,
I was a police
no, you didn't. No, you didn't straight away. You did not want to answer straight away. Okay, if you're not going to address a member of the public, okay, in the correct manner, then I suggest you're most probably in the wrong job. And that's what I would suggest, okay? If not, look at the way that you address members of the public.
I've got no issue with how I address members of the public.
Well, you may not.
Perfectly
Yes,
civil and
you,
perfectly
no,
fine
you
with
may
it.
not because you're the one that's got the
don't understand
problem.
why you're filming
okay?
my car.
No, I'm filming public property is what I'm doing.
So you're
Okay?
filming cars coming out of the public
No,
property.
that's the presumption. So let's get that right. Okay? Do not think that that's it. Okay? And even if I was, I'm still doing nothing wrong.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
I don't have to answer any questions, and I
Can
won't
I ask
answer
you a
anything.
question? Well, you're filming.
Okay?
What are you going to upload it onto?
I didn't say I was going to upload it.
Or what are you going to do with the footage?
It makes no difference
of
what
my
I'm going to do.
personal vehicle.
Okay? If I decide to upload it, then I upload it. and that's my choice.
So where would you upload it if it's your choice?
Well, you just have to find out if it does get uploaded.
No. Why can't you just tell me?
Because I don't need to tell you.
Okay. I know he's just said that, which is fine if it doesn't. But I just don't really like anybody filming my personal vehicle.
Well, it may be
Because
your
I
vehicle,
don't know what
but
your
it's not your
intentions
reg.
are, do I?
Okay. Well, I don't know what your
I don't know what
intentions
your
are.
intentions
I don't
are.
know what your intentions are. When you first stopped here,
Not to film your personal vehicle.
when you first stopped here,
You have to film the public service building itself.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And I got no issue with that. But he's filming my vehicle coming out of
no,
a private car
no,
park.
I'm filming public property, and if you come in the way of
Is
my
it public
camera,
property between
all of that there,
Where
yes,
that
it
path
is.
leads
So you
up
have
to the
access?
barrier.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't say access. I'm
well-
standing on public
No,
property.
you have access to the other side of the gate.
All of this belongs to the
other
public.
side,
No.
I'm not in there, but am I
I'm
in
not
there?
saying you're in there.
Okay, right.
Did I
There's,
say
there's
you were
no
in
need
there?
to say that.
Did I say you were
There's
in
no
there?
need to say about to do
Did I say
with
you were in
actual
there?
restricted
I
area.
said you were filming my car coming out of not a public area.
I didn't say public area. That's public property.
All right, you
That's
keep
public
changing
property.
it.
No, that's
You keep
public
changing
property.
what you're saying.
No, that's public property.
Okay.
Full
What are you
stop.
pointing at?
Anything that belongs,
Public property
anything
where?
that the public pays for is public property.
Right, so you pointing.
Okay, right down there. Okay, so you
What
can
do you
actually
think you're
see.
doing public
Right,
property?
you pulled up there. You had a real attitude.
No, I didn't. I said
Yeah,
what
you
you're
did.
filming.
Yeah, you did. So the only thing I'm going to
Am I
suggest
not
to you,
entitled to ask
the only
somebody
thing
who's
I'm going
filming
to
my
suggest
car?
to you, right, it may be your car, but you don't own the reg.
Right.
Okay, the DVLA do, and you should know that as an officer, right? You should know that,
But you know everything.
right? You should know. I didn't
Well,
say
you
I
seem
did.
to know everything.
Right? Well, no offence. All what I suggest to you is you get back in your car, okay, and then I would say drive that way
Well, I'm
and
gonna
have a
do.
good day. Right? Then
All I'll
ta-ta then.
suggest to you
Okay? No, don't
don't
suggest
film my
anything.
car.
I will film whatever I want. Look.
No.
Okay. Look. Okay. I will film whatever I want. Okay. So there you go, guys. This is the actual one that had a real problem.
I haven't got a
Okay.
problem.
Yankee Juliet 19 Zulu Sierra Delta. Okay.
I haven't got a problem.
Absolute
I
turd.
just asked you why you were filming my car.
Okay.
You want an answer to everything.
You
but
come
you're
and
not
stop
prepared
me.
To give me an
You-
answer
I don't
to
have to.
anything.
You come and stop me.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
you.
stop
Why
you.
can I not ask you that?
Okay. Well, what gives you the right to think you can actually just stop me and ask me?
Well, because you
No,
filming my
what
car,
gives
why
you the
can I not
right? No,
why
I'm
can I
filming.
not ask
I'm
you that
filming
question?
into public property. Is what I'm doing.
So I can still ask you the question.
Okay. No, you can't. What gives you the right to
I
do
can't
that?
ask a question.
What gives you the right to think you can do that?
Because what gives you the right to say you can film public property?
I'm doing a
for the
completely
same
lawful
reason?
thing. No, I'm doing a lawful thing. Is what I'm doing.
And I'm doing a natural thing by asking you
What's
why
that
you're
then?
filming
What's
my
the
car.
natural thing? What, that you think you can stop anyone?
No, I'm not stopping you. I'm just
Well,
asking
you did.
you a question.
Yes or no? Did you stop me? And
No.
did you ask me? You didn't stop me. So you didn't stop me there. You didn't put your window down and go, "What you doing?"
That's not stopping you. That's just asking you a
Well, no,
question.
it is. That's stopping me. I
You
was in the
stood
middle of
still.
filming.
You
You
stood
stopped
still.
me from filming into where I was filming.
You stood still.
Yeah, exactly. I was stood still filming.
So I can't speak to anybody in the course of
No,
my
I
daily
said,
life.
what gives you the right to think that you can ask me questions? What gives?
can ask
What
you the
feels
question
that
if you're filming
gives you
my
the
car.
right? Okay, what?
I can
what-
ask you the question.
Yeah, but it makes no difference. But do I have to answer?
Well, if you choose not to answer, but
Right. So do me a favour. Just get in your car. Okay,
talk
ta-ta,
to me like that.
and don't be a turd.
You're talking about people being
Okay.
rude, and you're talking to
Yeah,
me like that.
that's because I'm done with you. I can't
Well,
I
I'm
can't be
done with
asked
you,
anymore.
so-
I can't be asked anymore.
You can
Okay.
answer a simple question.
I don't need to answer your questions. Okay. So get in your car, ta-ta, and go home. Okay. So there you go, guys. Absolute turd. Okay. That thinks that he's got the right to film and actually say what he wants to me, and thinks that I'm going to answer his questions. I'm sorry if that sort of seemed a little bit abrupt, guys. Is that I didn't like his tone in which he actually started it off with. So I did not like his tone whatsoever.
Alright,
I'm good, thank you.
can I ask what you're doing?
Well, who are you?
Police officer.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I can't see your name or anything on there. Okay. How are you pronouncing your surname?
Divine.
Divine. And what's your shoulder number then?
11262.
Thank you very much.
I'm just curious, you stood filming outside a police station.
I'm stood filming a public building.
Yeah?
Is what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Right, for what purpose?
I don't need a purpose.
You sure about that?
I know about that.
Luke, I'm just not comfy with you. Stood here at
Well-
the entrance gate,
Well,
filming inside
am
the
I
police
breaking the
station.
law? Am I breaking the law?
I don't want you.
No.
Stood
What do you
here
mean I don't want you? Okay. Am I breaking the law? Yes or no?
Filming.
I'm standing.
Speak
No,
for a
no,
second.
no,
You're filming
no.
within
You
the
walked up to me.
confines
No,
of the
don't put
police
your arm up to
station.
me. Don't put your arm up to
Listen.
me, please, sir.
You're filming within the confines of the police station.
And there's nothing illegal about that. There's nothing illegal about that.
I'll find out about that.
Well, you can find out before you actually even attempt to do that, okay? Just remember, if you've got to find out about it, you shouldn't even be quoting the law. If you can't actually state what the law is, then you shouldn't even be quoting it.
Listen, it's not normal behaviour, is it? What's
Okay?
your purpose of
Well,
filming
what's
here?
not normal behaviour? To you it may not be, to me it is, okay? So
It's
it's not
people's
about
personal
look,
cars here. What's your
and-
business filming?
I'm filming public property.
For what
is what I'm doing.
purpose?
I don't need a purpose. I don't need a purpose. So if you want to start quoting the law, then you need to go and know the law first, sir, and then you can come up to me, and then you can tell me what section of law.
Now-
Until you know that section of law,
you do us a
then you
favour?
need to rein it in.
You just get his details. I'm just going to nip in.
No one's getting my details at all. I've done nothing wrong, and I don't have to give my details.
Who are you?
It makes no difference who I am. I don't need to give details. It is that simple. If you don't know the law, then you are in the wrong job.
No, I'm in a different line of work.
Well, what work is that then?
Huh?
What work is that? Upholding the law of the land?
No, I work in the criminal investigations
Okay.
department.
Right, so then if you work in the criminals investigation department, then get me an officer then that knows the law.
I might just do that.
Okay, well then do it.
Now, it's okay, leave him to it. I'll nip in.
What a turd. Complete and utter turd that thinks he can walk up to me. I'm good, thank you. Don't trust any of them to walk behind you. No, he thought about it, but then I think he thought better of it. Pardon?
I just asked why you are.
Well, who are you?
I'm a police officer.
Okay, have you got your warrant card on you? Okay, if you can actually identify yourself properly for me.
Yeah. I don't problem with filming, I just asked a question more.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want you to identify yourself properly.
That's it.
Okay, and your shoulder number, please.
It's 842 Charlie Oscar.
842 Charlie Oscar. Okay.
Hello, sir. So I would just like to speak to you about why you're filming.
Well, why do you feel that there's a need to speak to me about filming?
Potentially because you're doing it outside a police station. That's the only reason I'm really checking you. I appreciate it's a public space.
Okay.
And I appreciate you're entitled to film. I
There
just
we
wanted to
go.
know why
So,
you were
so
filming
then, if
outside
you've
the
actually
station.
said that, you should know that there's no problem.
Not necessarily. That's why what I'm concerned about, sir, is obviously you're filming outside the police station.
Okay, are you-
People coming in and out? That's the only reason.
And what I'm doing, is it lawful or not?
Potentially, it could be considered.
No,
as
is it lawful or not to film?
Filming a public place is lawful.
There we
However,
go.
It could potentially be classified as also for start policies.
Okay,
That's what I'm just checking,
and
so.
what is your reasonable suspicion then for that? What would that be?
Because obviously I've seen you filming.
Well, that's
gates.
not reasonable suspicion.
Well, it is.
No, it's not. You've got to have backup evidence, okay, for reasonable suspicion.
Sorry, you've been filming the gate.
Yes.
Filming. You agree? You've been filming police officers coming in.
I've been filming.
I've been filming
I, public property, okay, and people that are there to serve and protect the public.
And absolutely fine. I have no issue with
Okay.
that. And
So-
that's why I'm checking and speaking to yourself. Okay. And want to confirm exactly who you are and what you're doing.
Well, I'm not going to confirm who I am because I don't need to.
Well, you do actually.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Don't tell me I have to. Okay, because I don't have to. No, don't put your hands on me.
Sir,
No,
right.
yeah, don't put your hands on me. I will move myself, but don't put your hands on me. Okay, it makes no difference what my name is.
Right, okay. You're detained for the purpose of a search.
Okay, under what law am I detained?
You're detained because I'm concerned.
Under what law? Give me the law that you're going to detain me on then.
For the purpose of I'm concerned that.
Yeah, but what law? What actual law are you going to detain me under?
Sir,
You still haven't told me that. You can't just tell me you're going to detain me. You need to tell me what law you're detaining me under. So what law are you detaining me?
look, potentially I'm concerned about.
No, but you being concerned isn't the actual law. You said you're detaining me. I'm asking you to tell me what actual law you're detaining me under.
Okay. Can we just have a chat?
If you're going to detain me, then you need to tell me what law you're going to detain me under. If you can't tell me a law that you're going to detain me under, then I'm not detained.
Okay. Prevention of terrorism. Then.
Okay. Yeah. So what part of the Terrorism Act then? You still can't just say Terrorism Act. You need to give me an actual law to what you're actually detaining me for.
I didn't want to be there, I know this. Obviously, you don't mind you filming. I don't particularly have an issue with it. I just wanted to ask you some questions about what.
Yeah, and as I've said, I don't need to identify myself. You told me you're going to detain me. I've asked you to specifically tell me what law you are detaining me under. If you can't tell me that law, then you are not doing your job correctly, and you do not know the law. And for that, you shouldn't be serving the public if you can't even tell me what law you're potentially going to try and detain me under.
So, I'm trying to be reasonable.
Well, I'm being reasonable. I've asked you to do your job properly, okay, and to tell me if you're going to detain me, then what law are you going to detain me under?
Under Terrorism Act.
Yeah, what part? What part of the Terrorism Act are you going to detain me under? You can't just say the Terrorism Act. You need to give me the specific part. There's a lot in the Terrorism Act.
There is.
Okay? So I'm asking you for the specific part of the Terrorism Act. Okay? Can you actually do that?
At this precise moment, no.
Okay? So in other words, you can't tell me the actual precise
But I
law.
do know
But
I'm
if you try,
detained.
but if you
I
try and
do know
detain me
I'm
now, okay, it will be unlawful. It will be unlawful. And if you detain me, okay, then I will.
Not to. I'm just asking you politely.
Well, no, you are not doing your job correctly.
And therefore, that's a learning
Okay,
experience for myself.
so you not doing your job correctly. I am not detained. Okay, so you either move on with your business and leave me alone, okay, or you do whatever you're doing. Okay, so that's your call that you make. Okay, so you make that choice for yourself.
Okay, and I will do. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
We'll get back to you.
So guys, what an absolute joke that was. So he's telling me he's going to detain me, okay, under the Terrorism Act, but he has no idea, okay, he can't just say Terrorism Act, okay, he is absolutely full of bull. That he has no idea what the law is, and he should not be in that position, okay, of serving an actual, as a serving constable, that he should not be serving the public when he don't even know the law. And I don't think you can get any more blunt than that. And that was that guy that came out and then walked all the way around that where that fence is. But then, as you've seen, he's then come back, right, and he tried his most desperate to potentially detain me. But as I said, if you're not going to quote me what the law is, it's unlawful. So what an absolute joker he is. Absolute joker. I don't think I've ever had anything quite like that. In all the audits I've done, that's got to be the most unreal one. So that's him just there. He's most probably now looking it up, okay, on his phone, to do with what he can actually do. So it looks like he's actually on the, yeah, so he's looking it up on his phone, but so there he is there, look, on his phone. But what an absolute joke. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it before in my life. What a clown. Well, in my eyes, as you guys know, yeah, that's got to be, well, he wouldn't even be a solid turd. That's what you call almost liquid rain. Let's come back.
That's fine, mate. I spoke to my colleagues and stuff. They said you do this regularly, so that's fine.
Okay, so
Section
do a
47.
so section 47. Mm-hmm. Section 47. You joker. Oh man, look at that. He just looked it up on his phone and he thought he could say section 47. What an absolute joker. Absolute joker. Go and learn your job. Wow, well, guys, I don't think I've ever quite had it like that before. But, so he come back out, tried to say section 47. So, yeah, but the guy has no idea on his job what he's there to actually do and how he's meant to be there to uphold the law, because the guy doesn't even know the law. So I think he was educated a bit, because yeah, it's not on. So guys, that is Wembley Police Station. Okay, so I will leave you to it, guys. Okay, do take it easy, be good, and I will see you on the next one.